Once upon a time, in a village called Ezife, there lived a young man called Ebuka. Ebuka was a poor farmer. He depends on his small farmland for sustaining his family and children. Ebuka married two wives called Ego and Adanna. They live happily and enjoy the food their husband brings. Few weeks passed. The two Ebuka wives, Ego and Adanna, were pregnant together. Ebuka was very excited as he was expecting two babies to be born. Ebuka treats his two wives as queen and gives them whatever they want. He worked hard for ends to meet in order to sustain his family throughout the pregnancy period of his two wives. After few months, Ebuka's two wives, Ego and Adanna, delivered. Ego gave birth to bouncing baby boy called Onyemechi, and Adanna also gave birth to baby boy called Chukunonso. Ebuka was very happy. He summoned the villagers to celebrate with him for the coming of his two sons, Onyemechi and Chukunonso, at a time. The villagers were very happy. Some came with gifts and drinks. They ate, drank, and enjoyed that day. Ebuka drank out of his mind and forgot his sorrows because of overhappiness. As time passed, Onyemechi and Chukunonso has grown up as little boys. They were best friends. Onyemechi and Chukunonso plays together, fights other children together, go to school together, and share things in common. They support each other like twin brothers. Their closeness and relationship made some people in the village to ask if they were twins. One day, Onyemechi and Chukunonso returned back to school. Onyemechi's mother, Ego, was very sick. Immediately, Chukunonso rushed to the farm to call his father, Ebuka, and his mother, Adanna. While Onyemechi rushed to get some medicine, on getting home, Onyemechi found out his mother, Ego, was dead. Onyemechi cried out bitterly and hopelessly. Chukunonso, on the other side, crying and trying to console his brother. The news spread out the whole village, and the family was so sad. Because of the love Ebuka has for his wife, he could not bear the death. He passed out too. After the burial of Onyemechi's father Ebuka and mother Ego, he decided to live with his stepmother Adanna so that he could be able to eat and further his education with his brother Chukunonso. After a while, Adanna stopped Onyemechi from going to school at a young age, while her own son Chukunonso was still going to school. Every day, Adanna will force Onyemechi to farm, while her son will go to school. After a long day at work, Adanna will only allow Onyemechi to eat once a day, while her son Chukunonso eats many times as he wants. Sometimes, Adanna denies Onyemechi night food, and he will go to bed hungry, crying bitterly, for there is nobody to help. After few years of his stepmother's maltreatment, Onyemechi ran out of the house to live alone in his mother's old mud house. He stayed there and started selling firewood. He will go to farm, gather firewood, and sell it to the villagers to make some little money for a living. Sometimes he will injure himself, cry at night, still continues his work because there's nobody to help him. One day, a wealthy man was looking for a servant. The villagers directed him to Onyemechi's mother's old mud house. He went there and met Onyemechi. They both discussed and agreed that Onyemechi will serve him for 5 years before settlement. The wealthy man and Onyemachi traveled together to an unknown village of the rich man. Onyemachi was loyal and obedient to his master. He served the man faithfully. On a fateful morning, the wealthy man summoned Onyemachi to his room. He compliments Onyemachi for his hard work and obedience. He promised him that after 5 years of serving, half of his wealth and properties shall be given to him. Onyemachi was very happy, surprised that all among the servants he was the chosen one. He was very happy and started working harder more than ever. 5 years later, Onyemachi was settled as a rich man promised. Onyemachi is now rich and wealthy, while his brother Chukwunonso is still going to school. He decided to come back to his village to see his stepmother Adanna and his brother Chukwunonso. Adanna was not happy that Onyemachi was now a successful man. She started planning evil against him. One day, Adanna went to market. She bought Onyemachi's favorite food. She started preparing the food while his son Chukwunonso went to school. And Onyemachi also went outside the village to share some gifts to the needy. She told Onyemachi that his food will be on the table when he comes back. Adanna added some poison inside the food so that Onyemachi will eat and die. Some hours later, Chukwunonso came back from school very tired and hungry. He saw a food covered on the table that was poisoned by his mother to kill Onyemachi. Without hesitating, he ate the poisoned food and started vomiting blood and died. Adanna came back and saw her son dead. She cried out with a loud voice, and the villagers gathered and asked what happened. She confessed that his son ate the poisoned food he kept for Onyemachi. She pleaded for forgiveness to Onyemachi and the villagers. She didn't know that the evil she planned for Onyemachi will return to her own son. Onyemachi forgave her and promised to take care of her as his own mother.